Hello guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing well. Today is more Digimon Survive. On last stream with this, we got to chapter 12 of the game, which is quite interesting to say the least. I'll just start from like this little spot here into chapter 11. But yeah, we got to the start of chapter 12 where at the end of chapter 11 yeah, we'll do our best, always on each side. I think this is right after we finish the fight. Yes, because basically this is what happened. I think this is the right spot. Gonna hope so. I think so. But yeah, we beat the Master and saved Miyuki, but in the process, Renamon sacrificed themselves. However, in that sort of confrontation, Agumon here, our little buddy and best friend, reached his final evolution of Omegamon, or Omnimon, Super Ultimate. I still find it interesting how this game uses, like, Omegamon for the name. But yeah, here he is right here. Final Holy Knight, Supreme Cannon, Description. A Holy Knight monster, a fusion of Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon. Omegamon is able to draw on the qualities of both monsters to the fullest extent, making it a capable and versatile fighter. So we've got Omnimon. Yeah, it's like he showed up at like the end of the last stream, like during the fight. It was actually really cool. And of course, there's Miyuki. We saved her. So it's very interesting, right? We were not in the last chapter, but we still saved Miyuki. So I'm like, oh, this is really different from all the routes. Like, I straight up do not know what's going to happen. Like, this is the most a route has deviated by far. And you would think, oh, what about like the true ending? Well, it's like, sort of, because the true ending didn't have anything like this, right? Like with the truthful route. That one still ended with a confrontation with the Master. There's been nothing like this where we've saved Miyuki from the Master. But for there to still be more to the story, that's what makes this more interesting. I remember wanting to start there because of a little bit of a refresher for myself. We got thrown off by the shaking and didn't know until it was too late. Legs collapsed, body thrown in the air. It's so dark, almost as if the darkness is trying to swallow us up. Loading and loading into the new stuff of Chapter 12, the game's final chapter. So it'll be very interesting, honestly, because this will be basically like my very last Digimon Survive stream. It's kind of funny to think just how far we've come. Alpha Squad. Now I have to wonder, could this be like the present day? Or will this be back then? Ah. So that's the teacher that we just had. A college professor and some local kids. A mass's appearance 50 years ago. I think we're about a little bit away or something like that. Let me know how our volume is, by the way, guys. Oh yeah, her design. Like, I don't know who this random girl is, but her design is really cute, actually. I like her. Really blurry. We got Agumon and Piedmon, which that's another thing, actually, of a difference. Piedmon in this route was just completely dead. There was no Piedmon after, like, we sent him back, because in Moral and Harmony, in Wrathful and Harmony, he did make another appearance, but not in Moral, and I don't remember him in Truthful either.
おいおい、これ怪獣じゃないか。明らかに野生の動物は違うぞ。 こっちに映ってるのはピエロ？いやでもあんまり人っぽくないな。
It's like a clown, but it's not human.
こいつら向かい合って構えてまるで戦っているみたいだな。
まさかこれって神隠しの妖怪とか？
The yokai.
やば、これネットにアップしたらバズんじゃね？
いやいや、こんなの作り物にしか
Little
見え
baby
ないって。
kaiju. Yeah, say if we just, let's say you think they're big now. Just wait till you get to like, I haven't even watched the new Digimon Adventure, but I think it's like Adventure 2020. I think is what it's officially called. And from what I've seen, the evolutions in that show get really big. Like, I think it's like when they get to like War Greymon level. I think it's like Tai and like, I think Tai is like. I want to say he can like ride on their shoulder and he's still like really big. It's like they're basically like actual like kaiju size at that point.
でもまあ、
What the hell happens to game over already? That's the thing, I don't really know. We're kind of just in the real world now. Like, we started off chapter 12 here, but they've just kind of started us off in the real world. Like, I'm not really sure what's happening. Hope you're doing good though, Lundea, because that's what's so interesting about this route, honestly, is that this is such a different, like, end, like, chapter 12 from, like, every other chapter 12 so far. Like, no other chapter 12 has had us, I guess, in this point, like, seeing people from the real world, like, oh, these children have disappeared. Oh, a professor from a college in the 60s has disappeared too. Although, I think we're still in the shadow world. Or I guess rather the world of the Kemonogami. Because it's not really a digital world by any means. They're more yokai in this world, so... Like, they're still the Digimon, yeah, but they're more so the yokai, so it's more so like a different dimension.
そうだ、アグモは
Agumon.
たくまどこ？
Yeah, sorry for like not streaming for a couple days, by the way.
よかった。
I was supposed to on like Wednesday, but I just was not really feeling 100%. I was just like some weird headspace, but like I'm fine, obviously. Just like it was just like some weird headspace. I was just like, I need like a break. And so like, you know, I did Clock Tower at Mayo's on Thursday and Fury's on Friday. I'm like, I miss streaming, so I'm gonna come back to that. I couldn't originally do Crash today, but I'm like, you know what, honestly? I need to make up for not doing Digimon on Wednesday so I can actually finish this game already. So I'll probably do Crash tomorrow or Monday.
たくまも無事だった。
And speaking of that, actually, I did have my schedule made for the next couple days. Actually, I may as well put it out here. Here we go. So, this is not final by any means, but this is what the schedule's looking like. Tomorrow, Crash, Monday and Tuesday, Metroid Prime Remaster, because I'm like, you know what, honestly, I'm kind of in the mood for Metroid Prime. Prime 4, I got some footage. I also need to get around to this. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should. Clock Tower with Miles Thursday, because I just like playing that game with everyone, and Metroid on Friday. This is the current schedule in mind. This may change. I may potentially move Crash to Monday and just take tomorrow off, because I might be spending some time with some friends tomorrow. Regardless, though, this should still be the tentative schedule for next week. Basically, either Crash tomorrow or Monday. I might move it to Monday, and then just do like Prime on like Tuesday and Friday. But yeah, that's what's kind of going on soon. Because yeah, like I said, I've been kind of in the mood to play Metroid Prime again, and it's been a bit.
よかった。
And I have the remaster, and that would be also the last thing I have to get around to from my Throne games. So I'm like, you know what? Honestly, yeah, I should finish off like all my like I guess promises from like Throne or anything else, and just go and do Metroid Prime soon. The weather is so hot that if I go out, I become a sweaty mess in need of a shower. I missed last week's 60-70 weather. God, ain't that a mood? Yeah, it's just gotten so hot. It's the time of the year where it gets really fucking hot outside, and I hate it.
例の主は僕たち
It's
たち
just like,
太刀打ちできない
man, it's like, if I want to go out in sweats, I could definitely just go out in sweats, but it's just like, ugh, I hate how hot it is.
行こうたくま。みんなで主をやっつけるんだ。
ここは歩きづらいな。真っ暗で足元もよく見えない。
So dark I can't see the ground. Where even are our friends at?
前、誰かの気配。
誰か そこに誰かいるのか。
Someone there?
たくまか？
Friends. Gabumon.
たくまくんとアグモン。
Takumon, Agumon.
みゆきと教授。
Yes, it is us,
ガブ
Professor.
モンも。
So it's the Professor and Miyuki and Gabumon. It's kind of, again, going more to the fact that, like, Moral really is just their route.
その様子だと怪我はないようだね。
So it's like what? The Moral route is the Professor and Gabumon, as well as, I guess, Miyuki and Renamon. It's kind of the focus there. Wrathful, Aoi, and Labramon, as well as, like, Saki and... and Floramon. And Harmony with Kaito and Drekmon, as well as Miyu and Syakomon. So Minoru never really gets his own routes, but he's kind of just always a supporting figure in all the routes. I guess that's kind of like the constant with him. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not to mention his development happens in the story when he kind of like starts to distrust his partner, but then they kind of like make up in the end. And of course, Takuma's your protagonist, so he's kind of like moldable, I guess you could say.
よかった。
Considering, like, you know, your alignment charts for your choices of dialogue at certain points will affect your, like, karma, your morality system.
よかったわね。
I guess they have to call it, like, a morality system, or I guess rather karma system, because if it's a morality system, it doesn't really work. Also, Miyuki Renamon is dead. Oh, right, I almost forgot. The egg. Right, yeah, because I almost forgot. Renamon was turned into an egg because when they died, they became like, they kind of like died, but in a golden light, which let them reincarnate. Eat aside, ugling some nice art I got earlier this week. Nice. Also, yo, Zeke is off. Hope we're doing good.
ここはどこなの？僕ら今どこにいるの？ここは祠の最下層。主の住処。そして体内でもあるの。
Also inside his body, huh?
そ
Okay.
れに何より、この場所こそが元の世界との扉を開くことができる場所。たくまさんは一度来たでしょ。前に元の世界に戻る直前。
あの時の。でもあの時は教室だった。
Oh, like a music room last time, you're
あ
right.
の時は私の半分が主に飲み込まれていたから、それで私の記憶が色濃く反映していたの。でも今は違うわ。
How so are they different?
主の感情そのものだから、黒いもので覆い尽くされてる。主は私たちが集まらないようにバラバラにして一人ずつ飲み込もうとしているのよ。
To take us one at a time, huh?
だから早くみんなを探しましょう。
教授？
あやしけ笑ったりして急に思い出したんだ。君は。
Just like at the library.
私の姉は頼もしい人だったってね。50年前のことなんてずっと思い出せなかったのに。
生意気よ、ハル。いつの間に私を君だなんて他人行儀に呼ぶようになったの？前みたいにお姉ちゃんって呼んでいいんだよ。
もう他人に甘える年じゃないよ。
あら、そうやって遠慮しないの。前にも言ったでしょ。
50年前にもそう言われたな。お姉ちゃん。
This is cute. I like this.
これが終わったらいろいろ聞かせて。元の世界に帰ったら。あなたの人生のことやお父さんお母さんたちのこと、それから町のことも。あ、でもテレビが大きくなって壁にかかっているのは知っているわ。
This is cute. I like this. Just like, oh yeah, these are all the things I found about the modern world, the modern age. It's really, it's fun. TVs are so big now.
いいとも。何でも話すよ。何時間でも何日でもずっと。
Honestly, it must be very fascinating to kind of like be stuck. I mean, the horrific aspect of like being stuck like in time for 50 years obviously is terrible. But the idea of just being like, hey, how much has this world changed in the last 50 years while I've been in this like sort of chronostasis? Like, that's the part that must be honestly very fascinating, you know?
お願いね。
Just to hear like how much the world that you know has changed.
帰るならこの子も一緒に連れて帰りたい。だってこの子はずっと私のそばにいた。
I'm telling you, man, this game is constantly changing Renamon's pronouns. It's like, are they? Are they he, she? Like, they swap back and forth, so that's why I always say just they for Renamon at this point, because I swear even the game doesn't know.
卵、レナモンか。
ええ。だって私のパートナーなんだから。ね、レナモン。
Miss Renamon's gender fluid? Maybe, yeah.
パートナー。
At this point, that word just feels so right. It's how I think of Agumon, too.
ああ、そうだな。家に帰って3人で一緒に暮らそう。そのためにも今度は私が
That's the you know, you could kind of think of them as gender fluid because you're right. The Haru form and Sakiyamon. So maybe honestly, yeah, we could just say gender fluid. Fuck yeah. Renamon did say in the Digimon show that Digimon don't have genders. Heck, in the German dub of Tamers, Renamon was played by a male voice actor. Interesting, okay. Renamon has, but yes, I already read that. Yeah, like, maybe so, honestly, yeah. Like, I guess you could think of it as just they are gender fluid.
それじゃあ行こう。みんなを探して主と戦うんだ。一緒に帰るために。
What?
怖い。いや、どこなの？
What the hell is happening?
今の声は。姉さん、下がって。ガブモン。あん。
アグモン、僕たちも。
待って、あれは。助けて。
Oh.
ハル、お母さん、お父さん。どこ？お姉ちゃん、どこ？
So we're seeing them from the past, then? Or some kind of vision of it, I guess.
みゆきとハル。
But why?
これはまさか私たちなのか。
なんでどうして一人怖い。誰も助けてくれないの。
Poor baby. Apologies for the frame drops I just noticed. Let me see if we can fix that. Here, I think I can fix that. One moment. I know how to fix this. Just gonna close that. And background things running that shouldn't be running. Hang on, let me one second as I check here. No. Okay. Just need to double check something. Okay.
お姉ちゃんどこごめんなさいごめんなさい助けられなくて
Their lips aren't even
ごめんな
moving.
さい僕は何にもできない
What's going on? It's painful just listening to this.
寂しいよ苦しいよ一人にしないで早く誰かあれ助けて
おい、どうした？
Come on, don't fall apart, Professor.
分かってたんだ。姉さんが大変だって。でも何もできなかった。大人も話を聞かなかった。だから私はずっと。ハル、しっかりしろ。ガブモン、やれ。こいつらを跡形もなく。
Whoa, really? Wow.
おい。
Did that attack even do anything? It's not making any movement to fight back. I'm not sure we should be attacking without knowing what this thing is. Should we learn more about it? Or should I just back up the professor? Try to learn more, try to stop him, join the attack. I think we need more info here, bud. Is this another one of the Master's Kensoku? Or something else? We may end up regretting if we carelessly rushed into attack.
たくま、何ぼーっとしてんだ。暇なら手伝ってくれ。
ごめん今行く
待って大丈夫そのまま心配しなくていいから
Hey, just leave them alone. They're okay.
みゆき待ってそんな無防備に近づいちゃ
Huh? They're not attacking.
辛いよ
Could they be just
寂しいよ
physical manifestations of regret, maybe?
もう平気よ大丈夫寂しくないから
They're trolls.
だって弟が助けに来てくれたから私はもう一人じゃないの
I'm not alone. Like that really good song from Final Fantasy IX. You're not alone.
そうだ。私だって同じだ。私も姉さんに会えた。こうして会いに来られたんだ。大人が誰も信じてくれなかったから自分で助けに来たんだ。もうあの時の無力な自分じゃない。
お姉ちゃんを助けられるの
そうだ。
聞いてもう一人の私はもう一人じゃないわ私が一人だった時なんて一瞬だってなかったはずよだって一緒にいてくれたでしょ私の大切
I
な
don't
パ
mean
ー
to get a
トナー
persona. You're not. It's fine. You are me, and I'm you. The fakes aren't crying anymore. Miyuki and the professor must have overcome themselves. That's pretty amazing. Miyuki really is something else.
姉さん、卵が。
The egg.
卵にひびが割れていく。
The egg's hatching already? What? Oh, hi there.
そうだ、約束したんだ。
What the? That's not how that works normally. Alright, sure, whatever. This is like you hatched a fucking egg and you gotta like a Blaziken rather than a Torchic out of it. It's like, hang on a second. I think we skipped a few steps.
みゆき、ありがとう。君の心が私を呼んでくれたんだ。
I'm more surprised with them. It's just like, well, Renamon died, but I guess not really. I guess they still had their fucking stuff equipped on them. I wonder, maybe it's a good thing I never checked that, actually, because that might have been a really obvious sign they were not dead yet, actually. Good thing I never checked that.
レナモン、おかえりなさい。
They fucking died and came back to life within, like, what? I guess in realistic, like, actual time in the game, like, I don't know, like, 10 minutes? To maybe 30 at most? But you died. I got better. What the hell is happening? Arkinsoku.
姿を変えた。いかん、襲ってくるぞ。
教授、みゆき、離れて。二人とも下がっていろ。ここからは俺たちの仕事だ。やろうぜ、レナモン。みゆきは私が守る。
I'll keep Miyuki safe. Now it is time for Gabumon and Renamon to DNA Digivolve, even though I don't think they ever actually do that in canon. You would think, realistically speaking, like a lot of stuff should be able to DNA Digivolve together, but that is kind of opening a lot of room up for a lot of, like, I mean, I could see, like, for like a lot of fan stuff they could do that, because obviously with a show like, or a series like this, something like DNA evolution leads itself to the idea of fan concepts of, like, what would this look like if these two, like, combined?
ガレルモン。
Really, Garurumon is the form you choose, huh? Well, I got one friend with me. Yeah, give me Gallantmon, sure. Get all the Royal Knights in here. Maybe that's really just Gallantmon and Omnimon. Start battle!
みゆきはもう一人じゃない。春やタク
I'm not sure what kind of chapter this is about to be, but if we're in this world, it might just be a lot of just like back-to-back fights, which would be interesting.
私があの子を守る必要はなくなったんだな。
そんなことないわ、レナモン。
That's not true, Renamon.
私はずっとあなたに守られてきた。あなたのおかげで意識を保っていられたの。レナモン、必要ないなんてそんな寂しいこと言わないで。一緒にいて一緒に支え合いましょう。だって私たちはパートナーなんだから。
みゆき。ああ、そうだ。私はみゆきのパートナーだ。
Hot, no.
これからもずっと君を守っていたい。
お願い、レナモン。
みゆきとのつながりを感じる。ああ、なんて温かいんだ。これが私、いや私とみゆきの力。
thinking about it, I guess Renamon actually never went into this form in this route. That must have just come from Truthful, huh?
レナモン
Or
ワープ進化
did it come from some of the other routes, maybe? I'm just remembering this right? Maybe, because I feel like the way they're treating it like now is like this would be the first time it's happening. Although, maybe I'm just crazy, and it already has happened in this route. No, I think it did already happen in this route. They're just kind of doing it again because Miyuki's with Sakyamon now.
この世界も守る
Or maybe it's meant to be changed. Or maybe I'm just... Yeah, it's like they went to Tao but not Sakya. Okay, so that was another route then.
一緒に
Technically, evolution trees are massively bleed together. We take into account media, but just the canon evolution trees for Digimon through things like anime are more easily remembered. Right. Because this game does definitely follow a lot of like the anime routes for a lot of these guys, but also a lot of like the V-Pets route too for a lot of them.
僕が逃げたせいでお姉ちゃんは
Oh, Haru's shadow.
違う、あれは僕のせいでは。
Wasn't my fault.
僕が残ってればそうしたらお姉ちゃんは助かったのに無理だよだって僕は怖がりで何もできない育児なしなんだもん
ああ、そうなのか。あの時僕は逃げることしか。
黙って聞いていればさっきから勝手なことばかり言いやがって。
ガルルモン、
Garurumon.
ハル、お前はあの時確かに逃げた。でもな、それはみゆきの希望だったんだよ。みゆきの俺たちの希望を背負ってお前は命をつないだんだ。そしてお前はちゃんと戻ってきた。この世界を救う仲間を連れてな。何が何もできないだ。これだけのことお前以外の誰にもできねえぜ。
ガルルモン、ありがとう。あの時の私は確かに何もできない育児なしだった。元の世界に帰ってもどうすることもできなかった。でも今は違う。姉さんにもらった時間で私は多くの経験をした。今度こそ守ってみせる。私のこれまでの人生、その全てにかけて。
Stake my life on it. I will protect her. Hell yeah.
うわ
暴れがいがありそうだぜ。
Alright, now for the actual fight. So it's really just two Kenzoku and that's it? Okay.
俺の本領
Like,
発揮だ。
nothing I can't handle, just more so just like, alright.
メタルガ
But
レ
now
ル
I have to wonder, where's this gonna go to? When things are all said and done. Cause like... Think about it, right? There's definitely gonna be more. Oh, good crit. That's like, what is it? Like, is it just gonna be like a big like, character bit of just like... There's like all these shadows to confront? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know where this is gonna go, honestly. Well, I got a crit again, so that's good. Ah, I see what's going on. So basically, on their turns, they confront a shadow. And considering our party members are missing, maybe that's also what's going to happen to them too? Will they confront some, maybe like their doubts? Or like, Their anxieties personified?
そんなことない。ずっとレナモンがいてくれたし、春も来てくれたわ。みんな私を忘れていく。私を置いて大人になる。寂しい。寂しいよ。それは。
大丈夫。たとえ姿形は変わっても春は春だった。みゆきにも日常は帰ってくる。みゆきの時間はこれから始まるんだ。
昨夜もありがとう。確かに私は寂しかったし怖かったわ。でもみんなのおかげでもう一度始められるの。これからきっと大変だろうけど、今はそれがとっても楽しみだわ。
さあ行くわよ。
Can I hit them from this far away, I wonder? Seems like it. 78% no matter what I do, though, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I can make it work. I was about to say, does Agumon even get a chance to attack here? I don't know what the conversation is with him. Wait, did that just take away Gabumon? It totally did, huh? Does this still work if he's not in the party, though, at the time? Maybe or maybe not. I don't know, actually. Huh. What's their talk conversation like? Omegamon, let's go. Yes, let's finish the fight, Takuma. Nice. Nice and boring and generic. Hell yeah. I don't know, like, just like, man, that, I don't know, something about that dialogue was just very generic. For better or worse, honestly. I think that's part of me that just kind of wishes it was, like, more, like, interesting, like, they had, like, more to say with it.
今のはこいつらは一体。
心の影よ。主が差し向けたのね。
The shadows.
心の影。
Like, I do definitely feel like we'll still, like, deal with the Master in some way, so I think that part's still gonna be the same. But it's more so, like, the shadows themselves will be interesting.
この世界に取り込まれかかったものの、意識から生み出された存在なの。
主のやつ、まだ人間を取り込むことを諦めてないのか。
ということは他のみんなも同じように自分の影に襲われてるってこと？
ええ、おそらくは。
僕らにはみゆきがいたから乗り切れたけど、みんなは。
ええ、急ぎましょう。
Exploration? Huh. So we actually do get an exploration moment in all this, huh? Okay. I think it was just like this map, adoration and envy, clashing values, sibling bonds. I wonder who's there. Free battle. So adoration and envy looks to be Minoru, clashing values, Aoi and Saki, And then sibling bonds, Kaito and Miyu. Of course, free battle here of a Piedmon, Edamon, and Monzaimon, I think was the bear's name. Interesting that the Mugen Recollections are also here too. Because they had to put them here somewhere. God, that effect looks kind of rough on the eyes. Paw 12. The Master's World. I guess I'll just go in order here. Go see my buddy Minoru first. I think that was Minoru. Well, either that or a shadow. Hang on, Minoru, I'm coming. Interesting, these aren't voiced. Oh. No, stop it. Please, just stop. I can't do anything right. I'm useless. The only one is a complete failure. Man, it really is just kind of a shadow moment, huh? Speaking of the shadows, the monkey emerges from the shadows.
Oh,
Yo, the
what
librarian.
can I do for you? I cannot aid you. Really? In that case, is
That
this
feels a very good
alright?
trait there, getting that very questionable meal. Thank you for summoning the monkey, though, Lunde. I really do appreciate that. Cut it out! Minoru, try and stay focused. I can't protect anyone, not even myself. I don't have it, Aoi's courage or Takuma's strength or anything. I'm no hero, and I never will be. Shut up! Don't say that, please. Just don't. I don't know. I know all that, okay? Minoru. I know I'm worthless, a total failure, no good at sports, school, or anything. I know I'm trash, that's why I always act so cheerful. I smile to try and drown it all out. I laugh just to keep the darkness at bay so I can keep going despite how pathetic I am. I thought maybe if I could just keep up a good front, someone would help me. The others are also amazing. I can't keep up. I'm the only complete failure here. It's true. Takuma and Aoi are both really amazing. They're so dependable and brave. Oh. You want to hear something funny? I always wanted to be a hero, like on TV. But I couldn't do it. I failed. Takuma, Aoi, everyone else, they're the real heroes. Why did it have to be turn out like this? I never wanted to be this way. I'm so done with this. I can't stand it here anymore. Takuma, Aoi, I'm so sorry. I don't deserve to be your friend. Minoru! You're wrong. That's not true. Takuma. Minoru, I'm proud to be your friend. Yeah, I guess you could kind of say this is like a bit of a Persona 4 moment almost. No, not with Persona 5. Like, I mean, to be fair, I think a very easy one to equate to is Persona 4, but that's not like the only piece of media that has done this, of the whole, like, confronting your shadow, right? It's just that Persona 4, I think, is, like, kind of a more popular example people would know about. Yeah, like, in Persona 5, the shadows are more so, like, different sort of beings, because it's like 3, it's like, if we're going from like the start of the Personas, 1 and 2 are more like Shin Megami Tensei kind of demons with like those kind of like I mean, I think they were just more so demons there than they were like shadows. 3 was what was I think was Persona 3 that kind of started with like the shadows and were more like original creatures. They're based on like the Arcanas. Persona 4 kind of took the concept again and did more so the shadows like again, but also like kind of made it more personal with like more personalized dungeons rather than just like one giant dungeon. And 5 was the one that kind of did more kind of drawing back to like what Persona 1 and 2 did with like the demons, as like they were still shadows like in 3 and 4, but they were both like the shadows from 3 and 4 and the traditional demons we got from Shin Megami Tensei from like the parent series, to kind of do its own thing while also borrowing those elements too. Yeah, instead of being the thoughts the person doesn't want to face, the shadows in 5 are distorted versions of the person's desires. Exactly. Never played 4, so I don't know much about 4. Oh, that's entirely fair. I think Persona 4 is on sale right now on like a lot of the consoles if you want to grab that for yourself. Well, only if you want to, of course, and like if you got the money for it. Can't do anything right. I'll never be a hero. Yeah, right. I never seem to do anything right. I've probably held the others back. But in spite of all that, there's one thing I can do better than anyone. Something I can do better than anyone? I can act cheerful, stay positive, and always be the life of the party. And unlike some gloomy sap like you, I can keep everyone's spirits up. No, that's a lie. Honestly, Lundair, no, I haven't finished Golden, but honestly, it's very interesting how like PS2 Persona 4 and Golden Persona 4 are both the same, but also very different games. Because a lot of Persona 4 Golden's additions, it's actually very interesting. I've heard some people say they actually don't like the additions of Golden. And I'm like, that's actually very interesting. I'll admit, Persona 4 Golden is the only... I never finished Persona 4 Golden. Because I never had, I didn't have a Vita, obviously. It's like, what is it? Never had a Vita. Then they actually ported them over to, Steam and stuff, after, so many years. I have a copy on Steam, but I just have not played a lot of it. But, I 100%ed the PS2 version of Persona 4, at least. And I'd like to potentially, if I'm going to stream a Persona game at some point, I thought between 3, 4, and 5. 4 would make the most sense to do in terms of just, trying to actually, beat a brand new game, on stream. But, I feel like 3, I like 3 the most for its story. 5 has the most refined gameplay of the 3, which would make it more interesting, and also it's the most popular of the 3, which also makes it more interesting. Viewership-wise. But it's tricky no matter, which, slice of the cake you take. Well said, Minoru. Nothing could be more true. The strength of your heart is where your true power lies. Yeah, you said it. Oh, whoa. You happy to talk about it a bit more once you finish it? Of course, yeah. Speaking of, Shin Megami Tensei, by the way, I've been playing more Vengeance on my own time. I'm up to the 3rd area now, of the canon of Vengeance routes. And, it's very interesting. There's a lot of changes. I'm not going to say, obviously, what those changes are. But there's been a lot of changes I've been very pleasantly, happy about. I've just been really enjoying the game. This guy has a lot of fucking weaknesses. Resistances, rather. 5 best on a gameplay and aesthetic level, but that story, though, there's a reason why an ex-friend called The Kids Next Door. Yeah, honestly, of the 3 games, I think you could... so that is how it works. If I want Omnimon, I need Gabumon on the field. Although, wait a second. Look at his health. Oh, I see. So I can't beat Omnimon without Gabumon. But that's also interesting, because there's a lot of wow, hang on a second. Okay, I just realized something. Yeah, so Mega and then Super Ultimates. Yeah, Fanglong's a Mega, but no, Omegamon's Super Ultimates. But here's something I'm just realizing, right, about, Omegamon / Omnimon. You need Gabumon on your team, right? To use him. However, Gabumon on your team is only 2 routes of this game. Truthful and moral. So, I feel like Omegamon / Omnimon is really, weirdly useless? I don't know. Is he useless? No, I don't want to say useless, but, his availability is really poor. Because of just the fact that he's just really only accessible, in 2 routes. And I doubt they would let you just use, just a random Gabumon you have access to, you know? It'd probably be the one you have to have, from the professor. So yeah, no, his availability is actually really poor, unfortunately. Royal Content 5 is not bad. This one I would recommend over Vanilla. Yeah, it's if I had to pick, at this point, for Persona 3, either portable if you just want to play the FemC routes, honestly. Otherwise, Reload is probably the best version of 3 at this point. The power and bond of Agumon in this random metal Garurumon we found in the woods. Those jerks going after my insecurities. That master is so gonna pay for this. Yeah, let's go teach him a lesson. Minoru, one more thing. As far as I'm concerned, you're my hero. The crime FMC's on reload. I get why. It sucks, but I get why. Because I think they basically have said it would have taken so long to implement FMC properly that at that point they may as well just use that time for Persona 6. That's basically why FMC didn't happen, because they would have had to just make a brand new game again, and it's like at that point just take that time to just make Persona 6. So I get why. Maybe in the future, FMC might get redeemed. Maybe in the future. But for right now, she's kind of tossed to the wayside again, which really sucks for FMC fans. Because I do like Kotone a lot. Like, genuinely, I do really like Kotone. It just sucks this keeps happening to her. Time for a PC mod. There is a PC mod in like, the works. It's obviously just not meant to, like... It's a very interesting discussion point with the FMC mod. Because, like, there's still a lot that, like, is still... It's like, you can't really replace all the voice acting of, like, the new differences, and, like, it's like, what is it? There's the voice acting, there's all the social links. Like, FMC has a lot of exclusive social links, like all the male party members, as well as, like, some, like, brand new, characters to her side. Like, she doesn't, like, she's not, like, doing, like, the gaming, like, social link. For that one, she has a different character, as, like, one example. Same with, like, the track team. She has, like, a different character there. It's like, there's a lot of, like, little differences. Hell, even in, like, what is it? Even with, like, Reload, they took out the other teams, like, the other, like, sports teams. Because you had before Kendo, swimming, and track, right? But in Reload, they're, like, it's just track only. So it's just like, oh, okay. Like, they kind of just canonize it being the track team. Because I think before, I would go for, like, Kendo or, like, swim. Kendo would make the most sense for the main character, because he already fights with a sword. But I guess the idea was just like, well, we want to kind of, like, you know, have him run a lot, like in Tartarus. So it's like, if he's running a lot in Tartarus, makes sense for him to run around a lot in the real world in a track team. I mean, I guess, like, the main thing is that, like, a FMC mod is cool. It just doesn't replace, like, everything, because that's still, like, a lot of voice acting work, a lot of, like, UI work, and a lot of, like, model work. Like, there's a lot to that, basically. Takuma, did you hear something just now? Is that another shadow? Oh, it's too much. It's all too much. I don't want them all to hate me. That sounded like Aoi and Saki. Must be their shadows. They under attack. It's okay, Takuma. If their shadows are here, that means Aoi and Saki can't be too far. Oh yeah, well, we should take a look around. Too much. This is all too much for me. Please don't hate me. Yeah. What are those things? Fake versions of us? I don't like this. We should run. I wish they wouldn't count on me. Why do they all put so much faith into me? I feel the FMC mod would not be perfect. I mean, like, it's not going to be, like, a full replacements. People want a full thing, but that's not going to happen. They can change a couple things here and there, like some UI stuff, but at the end of the day, it'll still be based on the male character. Like, you cannot change the whole thing. Like, you can definitely still try to do that with a mod, but it's not meant to be, like, a replacement, you know? It's meant to just be, like, just a fun thing with it, right? Because that's something a very dangerous, like, mindset when it comes to mods. Hell, I think even the FMC mod people were just like, hey, this is not meant to be a replacement. We're just doing this because, like, we like the character. It's like, don't go shitting on Atlas for this, because that was also a big preface, too, because people are getting really upset with Atlas. It's like, look at these modders. These modders can do this. Why can't you? You guys are so lazy. And it's like, no, this is not how this works, guys. Anyways, though, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, just be respectful. Like, be respectful of what people are doing. Like, at least you got Reload, like, we at least got a Persona 3 remake. And it's like, honestly, the best version of Persona 3, I would say. Even without FMC, it is probably the definitive best version of 3, bar none. Yeah, exactly. Coding is a lot more complicated than people think it is. Like, people just think it's like you wave a fucking magic wand, like you're the blue fairy and making Pinocchio come to life. It's like, no, that's not how that works. People forget modders do this shit for free and with their free time. Exactly, yeah. It's like, I follow a lot of, like, Archipelago stuff, like, in the Archipelago server. And, like, there's a lot of, like, Archipelago, like, games I'm waiting for. But it's like, a lot of those guys are just working on this on their free time, you know? Like what I'm really waiting for is Kirby 64. Like, there's a guy working on a Kirby 64 Archipelago. But I know he's, like, taking his time with it on his free time. It's like, hey, man, like, you know, you're doing a, you know, like, thank you for doing this. You know, take your time with it. And I'll look forward to it. Like, it's like, you know, I want to see that Kirby 64 Archipelago happen, but the guy working on it, you know, he's modding it on his free time and doing it with his free time. So, you know, one day. I'm not good at this kind of thing. I'm really just awkward and shy. Deep down, I'm a coward. I only pretend like I'm strong. Because I don't want them to hate yeah. Excuse me. Because I don't want them to hate me. Please don't hate me. What is this? Why is this happening? Shut up! Stop talking like me! Please, no. How do you know how I feel? Don't say that out loud. Stop putting everything on me. Please, don't hate me. Enough already! Please, stop. You have to stop saying that. Takuma, I found them. They're under attack. Right, let's go save them. No. Miyuki, why are you stopping me? Can't help them with this. It's something Aoi and Saki need to overcome themselves. This is their moment of truth. It's not our place to interfere. Moment of truth? For Aoi and Saki? Please, your trust is more than I can bear. I'm scared and I don't know what to do. I know, it's true. I'm scared. It's too much responsibility. What if I let everybody down? It's true. I'm a coward. I don't know what I'm doing. The responsibility scares me. But when people are in trouble, I still want the help, and my friends are counting on me. I'm a coward. All I ever do is run away. I hate myself for it. Well, yeah, it's not very hard to scare me. At times, I even hate myself for it. But you know what? Who cares? Because here's the thing. Everyone gets scared. And what's the point in hating yourself anyway? Does that just make you miserable? My friends count on me because they believe in me. That gives me all the courage I need. I've learned to accept myself for who I am. I don't hate myself anymore. Because now I have friends, and they all care for me. That's right, everyone believes in Aoi. If things ever get really, really bad, she can always count on me. Thanks, dog. Labramon. I can never hate you, Saki. After all, everybody loves you. I mean, she was my favorite character, probably, so yeah. Floramon. No, you will not escape. You're not going anywhere. Like a little girl has the healer Digimon? Yeah, no, it's kind of nice, honestly. Or rather, the ill girl, sorry. Yeah, it's like... It's funny, because you would think Aoi was the healer with her first stage, but, like, she kinda doesn't get healing afterwards. It's just Labramon who has the healing. But, like, the one kind of more associated with healing, like, kind of properties with, like, the plants, is the girl who was sick with, I don't know. Hang on. There we go. Curse you, Drift. It is, you know, the girl who is ill. Like, she goes to the hospital and everything. Like, they talk about how she has an illness, and, like, you see hints of that when you find, like, her, like, like doctor's pamphlet.
よし思いっきり戦うぞ
Saki sick with Ligma, how dare you?
行くよ
I don't know how if I beat this fight before, like, Aoi and Saki get their conversations. I think it's possible. Maybe it's possible, but I'm not gonna, like, let that happen. Let's see, status abnormalities and stat reductions removed. Though I'm not using them right now. I know that, Miyuki, like, her talking action, I think it's like an MP restoration. Or no, I'm sorry. That's not her. That's, shit, what was hers, actually? Because it's fucking, Shuji who has the MP restoration. I'll have to use Miyuki again and see what her talking thing was. I think about right here. There we go. That is on both. That's on both. I love the idea of just using a fucking Vegeta, like, super move there. This is for you, Bulma, Trunks, and yes, even you, Kakarot. Please don't hate me. I don't want to be alone. You're right. Rejection is really scary. Saki, what are you saying? I'm such a coward, such a liar. I hate myself. No, that's where you're wrong. I could never hate myself. After all, if even I don't like who I am, how could anyone else? Besides, I've learned I don't have to worry about everyone liking me all the time. Because I've come to trust that my friends really do care about me. Now that's more like it. You're a good person, Saki, and everybody likes you. Thanks, Floramon. Disperse the shadow. I'm actually just gonna end Saki's turn, because I think, honestly, I could kind of get away with just finishing on, like, Aoi's turn. I can also hear Aoi's conversation. I don't know, Saki, sometimes other people have to like you in the first place to realize you can like yourself. Yeah. I'm scared. I feel so insecure. I can't handle everyone's trust. Yes, I do struggle with insecurity. I don't think I could have what it takes to lead everyone. What? Aoi? But I don't have to do it all myself. When I'm struggling, I can rely on my friends. And by leaning on one another, we all support each other. That's my kind of leadership. You said it, Aoi. Don't forget, you can rely on me too. I rely on you all the time, Labramon. Man, thinking about it, have we even talked about, like, I guess because I did take that fucking, like, break on, like, Wednesday when I wasn't originally planning on it, I guess I haven't really had a stream to talk about the direct that happened recently. So, yeah, I guess, like, because I guess I haven't streamed for a few days. Yeah, so direct happened recently. Pretty good stuff there. Oh, don't do that. Mario and Luigi is pretty good. Metroid Prime 4 is pretty crazy to see again. Oh, I need something stronger. Come on, something stronger than that. There we go. Yeah, same. I wasn't expecting Brothership to be like... I was not expecting a Mario and Luigi. It's why I saw I was so happy about it. I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. And it sounds like it's ILCA doing it, which people are a little worried about ILCA doing it, because that was the BDSP guys. But at the same time, you've kind of realized, no, they can make good games, because ILCA helped with, like, Dragon Quest XI and One Piece Odyssey. And, like, it was kind of more so a Pokemon Company issue with that one. So honestly, I feel like that Brothership will be fine. Saga 2 game remake by the Trials of Mana Peeps was a shocker, will grab. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I feel like that one kind of flew under people's radar a little bit. for Saga 2. Most of Alpha Dream went to ILCA, and people are leaving that context out to make them look bad. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Either of you hurt? We're alright, thanks, but I guess you saw some pretty embarrassing stuff just now. Aw, she blush. You know what? It's weird, but I don't remember seeing anything at all. That's okay. You don't have to hide it. We're friends, right? We can trust each other. Absolutely. Yeah, we're friends. We could never think less of you. Thanks, Agumon. I might beef with BDSP, but it does feel like they were told to make it like that. Yeah, like, I didn't mind BDSP, personally, but I wonder if that's just because I played it after it had time to get patched up a bit. It's entirely possible, because I played it, like, after it was patched up. I didn't honestly have any issues with it. I think it's definitely an inferior version of Gen 4, but I don't think it's a bad game by any means. I get why it's on, like, people's, like, bottom of the barrel for Pokemon, though. I just don't think it's personally that bad, but I get why people aren't crazy about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just more forgiving of that stuff. It's hard to say. Though I will say, though, my biggest thing from the Direct I was most excited about, Marvel fucking 2, baby. Like seriously, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 getting a re-release after all this time. I'm like, oh my god, yes. I am buying that shit physical, because if I don't, that is going to disappear. Like, seriously. I'm not fucking chancing the license running out for that game again. I am buying that shit physical. Like, I am buying the MVC collection physical. I'd be stupid not to. Because that license will run out again. Now, see, what I'm wondering, right? It's like, okay, you know, cool to see, like, Punisher Arcade. But I'm over here thinking to myself, yo, where's X-Men Arcade? Like, I want to see X-Men Arcade. Unless, you know, hear me out on this, right? Maybe the reason we didn't see X-Men Arcade is because X-Men Arcade could be potentially getting a modern, like, re-release. Kind of like, Shredder's Revenge or Scott Pilgrim. Also because Konami did that one. Probably also the case, yeah. But man, I don't know. I'm just like, yo, Konami, can you guys like throw me a solid? Like, I'll give you like $20, like just like, you know, re-release like X-Men Arcade. X-Men Arcade might not be welcome to die. Maybe not. I don't know, man. I just want to see it come back, man. I've never really played it. They have physical like arcade machines of it at MagFest, but I've never actually played it there. I'd like to play it there one of these years, like maybe like myself and like some people, like whether like random people or like with some friends, I don't know, but I want to play X-Men Arcade at some point there. I finally did beat an arcade game while I was there at this most recent MagFest, which was oh, hang on, let me look up the title of the game actually. I have it here somewhere. One moment. I didn't get the best ending, but I did beat it at least. Let me see here what it was called. I think it was just called Area 51. Yeah, it was Area 51 for the arcade. That was the game I played. That game was fun, honestly. Like, I don't have any issues with it. I had a good time. It was like myself and Star, we put that together. Oh, I am thirsty. Hang on. Okay. That is one water bottle fixed. And by fixed, I mean drained, I guess. But hey, I got another one. I think you can hear that. I don't hate BDSP either, but last time I checked, they never patched out the bug where the game locks up entirely if you are too quickly cycling between the pause menu and the menus it leads to. Interesting. I never heard about that. Huh. Anyway, sibling bonds. Fantasia for me was I was waiting for it to escape Apple Arcade. Yeah, that was a kind of a surprise too. Like, I was actually that was actually a welcome thing for me, I'd say. My sister. Enough already. Did she hear that? That must have been Kaito and Miyu shadows. Let me see if I can find like a direct summary real quick. Kaito! Miyu, stay back. I'll deal with these things. Why is there Batman? Where is she? Where is she? Where's Dents? Where's Joker? It's a terrible Batman. I haven't watched Dark Knight in years, by the way. It's a really good movie, though. I know Dark Knight gets memed a lot, but, like, genuinely, really fucking good movie. The whole Nolan trilogy is just really solid, but, like, especially Dark Knight is just amazing. I'm a terrible brother. I couldn't keep my sister safe. What kind of brother am I to fail to protect his sister? That must never happen again. Stop it. Not another word out of you. I'm a burden to my family. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have moved. My parents, they want to treat me like some kind of disease. I wish I could just disappear. How could you know what I'm thinking? Stop this right now! Both of you, get out of our heads! Stop hurting us like this! Stop hurting Miyu! I wish I could just disappear. So what? Is that the worst you could do? Because I could take a lot more than that. After everything we've been through, this is nothing. Oh yeah, new Mario Party, yeah! Cautiously optimistic about it, but they did confirm that, all the games are gonna be, or rather all the boards will be online. Some mini games won't, but otherwise it'll just be fully online again, which I'm like, that's a good sign, honestly. Oh, it's all because of me. All because I'm such a burden. You know what? Yeah, I can be a burden. I can be selfish and half-hearted sometimes too. But that's never stopped my brother from caring about me, not once. He is the greatest, most caring brother in the entire world. Ew, is that really how you think of me? What? Don't act so surprised? Ugh, this is the worst. I just wanted to keep that secret. Aw, that's so cute. She actually really cares about her brother. Gonna pay for making me say that. I failed my sister. Hey, did you hear that, you big phony? You think's I'm the best brother in the world. I don't care what you say to me now. Let's finish these freaks, Kaito. You got it, Miyu. I really like Kaito and Miyu both, honestly. They're both also really good characters. Kaito, Miyu. Agumon, we've got to help them. Right. Like, honestly, yeah, no, like, it's like, what? Saki's probably my favorite character, but then I probably would say, like, then Kaito, then Ryo. Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd say, like, Saki, then Kaito, then Ryo, then I'd say Aoi after that. I think I would then say... Let me think here. So... Yep, Saki would be my favorites. Then Kaito, then Ryo, then Aoi. Then probably Miyu. Then probably Minoru. Miyuki is barely a character, honestly, but if I'm gonna count Renamon, I think I would probably like Renamon more than, like, say, like, Gabumon and the Professor. Takuma's Takuma. I don't think he's very interesting, to be perfectly honest. Like, he's alright, but I don't know. I think I mentioned Minoru already. If I didn't mention Minoru, he's definitely, like, above, like, It's like, Minoru's definitely, like, I think, like, right above, like, Professor and, like, Renamon and them. And above, like, Takuma. It's like nothing against Shuji, but, like, oh man, Shuji, you're such a fucking dickhead for most of the game. Yeah, we look forward to the release of the seniors, card and CL, roguelike merging the gameplay styles Boundary and Slay Aspire, plus that Inti Creates, so it's likely to be good. Hell yeah. Inti Creates does some pretty good stuff. I need to get around to Mega Man Zero. I've had that, like, collection sitting on my Switch for a bit now, just have not gotten around to it yet. The Zero Zeros collection, but yeah. I'm looking at, like, a thing here for, like, the Direct, actually, so a couple of other things that were announced that I'm kind of looking forward to. Almost killed them both. Nice. I need to be careful about actually finishing this fight before Kaito and Miyu get a chance to actually fight them. Thanks for the hydrate, Lindsay. I appreciate that. I have to protect my sister. I have to. Ah, you little punk. Kaito, don't listen to him. That's not really how you feel. No, Dracmon, that is how I feel. Kaito? Alright. I'll do whatever it takes to protect Miyu. So what? Of course I'm her brother. Of course I'm gonna look out for her. And here's the thing. This stupid phony. She's not so weak she can't do anything herself. If you forget that and get overprotective, you're really in for it. That's what I'm talking about. You're a real piece of work, Kaito. Oh, shut up. Let's do this already. But yeah, I looked up a couple things here. I guess, like, my main things, like, yeah, Brothership, of course, I mentioned. Prime 4, I mentioned. Honestly, with Prime 4, a part of me is thinking that's actually running on the new system. At the same time, I could believe Retro just knowing how to really push the hardware of the Switch. And just what we saw footage-wise really was just on the Switch. I don't know. It's hard to say. A part of me is still kind of like more leaning towards that was on the new console what we saw, but it's entirely possible that really was just running on the Switch. Because it just looked really good, you know? Also, hi Hibiki, hope you're doing good, dude. Nothing but a burden. All this, everything, it's all my fault. Don't be ridiculous. How can all of this possibly be Miyu's fault? Well, I really did used to think that, you know. Miyu. Oh, but not anymore. Thanks to you and all the others, I've changed. Sitting around crying about things won't help. I just can't let the others protect me. I need to stand on my own 2 feet and take care of things myself. Hibiki, I'm gonna give like a last warning. Please stop talking about SMT whenever I'm not playing it on stream. Thank you. It's like, I'm glad you're playing it, but like that's not what we're doing right now, and like I don't want to hear about potential spoiler stuff if I haven't seen it. So I'm just giving a last warning on that. Say, please understand. Thank you. I'm doing fine just now, thanks to Syakamon, my friends, and my brother. Oh, Miyu. Sorry, it's like you're good, dude. Just like I'm just trying to be careful about it and like trying to be more like, you know, cautious for those who might be playing it themselves too. Got you in the Wanderer 5? Hell yeah, dude. I haven't really picked up. Have I picked up anything recently myself? Just SMT, I think. Yeah, I don't think I've really picked up recently. But you know, still playing through that. It's been fun. Let's go back to the direct though. Dragon Quest, right? Man, Dragon Quest looking fucking sick. Like seriously, like, just like the last time we saw footage of that game versus like what we just most recently saw, it just looks so good. Like, it's crazy just how much, like, they've just improved on the game's, like, visuals, man. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, it just looks so good. I'm, like, really looking forward to it. Glad to let Dragon Quest 2 fall off by the wayside. Yeah, because, like, now we're getting, like, a 1 and 2 HD remaster as well. How'd you like that, losers? Go on, say something. I guess they're gone already. You okay, Miyu? You lost it again, didn't you, Kaito? I don't know what is wrong with you. What if you got it hurt? Oh, sorry. I get the art is being done by the Octopath artist since it's HE2D, but it hurts a little not seeing Toriyama's art on it. Yeah, it's like... It's a shame, but I get it. It's like, with Toriyama gone, this is like the next best step to get like their current artist that's worked on like Octopath, Live Alive. It's like, it's one of the new like Metroid artists, or sorry, not Metroid. One of the new like main artists for a lot of like their games, like for a lot of RPGs. So honestly, I don't mind it being the Octopath artist. Like I think it just looks, I personally think it looks really good, and they're trying to still kind of like pay respect to Toriyama's art style with the game. Like it's not 1-1, obviously, because it's obviously not Toriyama, but it's still kind of like respecting his art style with that. I wonder what they're going to do with Dragon Quest 12, time will tell, for sure, because I have to wonder how much Toriyama did get to work on Dragon Quest 12. It's like, how much did Toriyama work on 12 versus, like, who else might be doing stuff for Dragon Quest 12? Also, I'm seeing with the pest dog. I'm sorry. I am reading it, though. Thank you. You heard right. I'm glad you kept me safe. Yeah, you're welcome. You know, you're being super cute right now. Ugh, gross. I don't want to hear that from my brother. Nope, it's gross no matter what. You're so hopeless. Well, I'm really glad you're both okay. Of course. And thank you for showing up, Takuma. I'm gonna help out from now on, too. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. If Toriyama at least got to do, like, the hero and, like, hit, like, the party members, that's all I could hope for. Maybe even the villain, too, but the villain's not... Actually, yeah, if Toriyama got to do at least, like, the hero design and, like, the villains and, like, the party members, that's all I could hope for. And worse if he just did only the main character hero, that's okay.
いよいよ主との戦いだ。
けどその前に主の居場所を見つけなきゃ。
I was gonna say, how are we supposed to find him exactly in all this?
いや、どうやら向こうの方からお出ましのようだぜ。
The master has found us.
現れた。
Hello.
なんぞ思い消さじ。我が世に踏みすれば、なんじらが望む夢、とこしえなり。
Your dreams endure forever.
これが主なのか。
いかにも、我こそがこの世界の主。この世界の自我、世界の管理者にして慈悲深き者。
はあ？てめえ、何を言って。おいおい、多分こいつに話は通じないぜ。言ってることわけわからねえし。
Just a little bit of nonsense, that's all. Do a save, yeah, because I can.
話なんていいよ。やるべきこと分かってるもん。
ああ、そうだ。
Compassion? Sure.
そう、よくわかるよ。あれがこれから戦うべき相手ってこと。感じる。あいつからこれまで囚われていった子供たちの魂を。あいつは子供たちの魂を貪り、この世界を保ってきた。私の魂も。
And with your soul, he could then go after the other children and take their souls too. Also, hi, Kevin. Nick, hope you're doing good, dude. We're just playing some Digimon Survive here currently. We're about to probably face off against like the final confrontation here, so be a little careful about spoiler stuff with that if you haven't played the game. But if you don't care, or you know, just here to chill, hey, no shame in that. Always appreciate you being around. Really, just you and anybody else who pops in. I always appreciate folks being around here. Maybe think of Undertale. It's funny because I saw a video about that earlier today, actually, about how much that game likes to kind of like save some parts. Like if you're like exiting the game in the middle of dialogue at the beginning of the game, Flowey's like, "Hey man, haven't we like done this before?" So, he's the one who consumed Shuji and Ryo. Now he's coming after us too. He's been behind everything. And if we don't stop him, he's gonna attack our world. How about Donkey Kong Country Returns HD? It looks neat, but I'm just like, I'm over here thinking, man, I just like played that game like a couple months ago. It's like that's cool to see, but like I'm not getting that anytime soon. I'm glad at least that it's the 3DS version, with like the extra levels. I'm just kind of hoping now that they've done that with Donkey Kong, that they'll do that with Yoshi's Woolly World on the 3DS, because that had exclusive stuff to it, that could be re-released again. We'll see on that, of course. I still find it really funny, though, that, like, someone pointed this out on Twitter, and I think it's actually really fucking funny to think about. Donkey Kong Country Returns and The Last of Us are kind of right now the exact same series, because it's just the same two games getting re-released over and over, right? Like Donkey Kong Country on the Wii got re-released on 3DS and now on the Switch. Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze on the Wii U, and now on the Switch. The Last of Us 1 on the PS3, then on the PS4, then on the PS5, like with DKC Returns 1, and then The Last of Us 2 on PS4, then on PS5. It's legitimately the same fucking thing with DKC Returns and The Last of Us. It's kind of funny to think about. Oh yeah, the fucking Edgeworth collection. Yeah, fucking Edgeworth 2 got localized. Like, that's actually really cool. Like, I'm actually very happy about that. I might actually grab that one because I've never really had a reason before to grab the other collections because I already own the games. But with the second Edgeworth collection coming out, I'm like, you know, I guess I have reason to buy this because at least now I'll legally own Edgeworth 2. And also, it'll be the official version, which they'll use those official names from here on, not like, what was it? Sebastian de Best, I think was his, like, it was like a character from Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Because people are freaking out because his official name now is Eustace Winter. And people are like, it's not the same. And it's like, well, this is kind of what people had to kind of like deal with back with like Persona 3. Because, hey man, I remember the days of Minato Arisato, but Makoto Yuki is now just a more common one. So it's like, although Sebastian de Best will now become the Eustace Winners. Must be some reason he's done all this. Is there any way we could talk to him? The cat just left us unofficial names. That would get Capcom in trouble and make them look lazy. Exactly, yeah. If they just straight up, like, just got them one-to-one, that's a really bad look, you know? It should be his dad named Useless Wiener. I want revenge. He's the enemy. Maybe we could talk and say, I've played truthful. There's no reasoning with this guy. You're our enemy. You're going down.
りょう、修二さん、それにジジモン。彼らの死を無駄にはしない。必ずここで倒す。
うん、僕やるよ。悪魔を守ってみせる。
もうあんな思いは二度としない。終わりにしよう。
そして帰りましょう。
I'll go home.
もうじきあと少しで私たちは帰れる。
I'm starting to think maybe I should have done. I'm starting to think for a little bit now. Maybe I should have done this during the last stream. Oops. I thought the second one was going to actually last a lot longer, and we're literally about to get to the final fight. Only been streaming for an hour and a half. Oopsie. Oh well.
帰ろう。
I was kind of tired at the end of that last stream, anyways, of Survive, so this is fine. Plus, I don't know how long we actually really do have left, so like we'll see.
やるぞ。
Like exactly, it's not like I actually knew, you know. But maybe I should have known, because every other, like... Well, actually, no, here's the thing, right? Every other final, like, chapter, every other time has always been, like an hour long or something, right? But I thought because of the way this one was changing, with the fact that the Master was defeated, like, in Chapter 11, I thought it was going to be different, but it was kind of... sort of the same, but not really. I don't know, I should have better foresight in this one, but it's not that big of a deal. Oh, baby, this is what I've been wanting all along, though. Look at that. They actually let me use all my fucking party members? Aw, thank you, game, for actually letting me do that. You know what? Because I appreciate that so much, let's bring in you and you. I'm gonna kick your ass with the power of my friends. Previous Request art talk likely will make a difference. People already mistake Ichiro Nakatsu art with Toriyama's. Interesting, I didn't know that. Okay. Backup plan in case you still have free time for ending this game? Probably. I could probably find something. I can also just end a little earlier. I don't mind it if I need to end earlier. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Just barely out of range. Bummer. This is not gonna hit, is it? No, not at this angle.
よし思いっきり戦うぞ行くよあーメタルガレルモン
Thanks.
よし俺が行こ
I'm glad that like that Sakuyamon, like Shrine Maiden, is just kind of there to be like, hey, you're just gonna be here to like,
う絶
you
対に
know,
勝つんだ
buff up the team, and honestly,
バロドゥル
it's
モ
quite
ン
helpful.
覚悟はいいか
Are you ready for me? Still can't reach that. This reaches though, does some decent damage. So it's level 62, this boss here.
ほっ
I'll say this is the most normal looking master we've had to deal with so far. Usually there was something on top of him, but not this time. Let's see, speaking of that actually. World Warden, when attacking, but increases the damage done by a skill based on the number of status item rallies on the targets. Got Beam of Light for your special skill. Alright. Omnimon time.
オメガモン終止符を打とう
Thanks for the assist.
フルキャノン
Big shots. Thought that was fucking Renamon for a moment there.
私の力はこんなもんじゃない。
ケレスモンメディウムどうでしょう
I might as well just use like their like base evolutions.
もっと守れる力を。
We'll have to see when Nakatsu makes all new designs if he's on for 12 for sure. And like,
行きましょ
if he's the same one doing the art for like Octopath, I mean, Octopath characters have some really good art. So I feel like he could make some good like character designs for Dragon Quest 12. Because like, man, some of the designs in Octopath 2 are really good. Like, what is it? Like, Acne and Throne are both really good designs, I'd say, but so is was it? Temus is fine, but like, I think about like, Particio is like a really good design. I'm trying to think of the male cast. Like, Particio's design's really good. I like Hikari's design. Like, honestly, the whole cast of 2 is just really solid. Like, I like both Octopath 1 and 2 a lot. He's not the Octopath artist. What am I thinking about then?
来い
Wait, what am I thinking about then? Ichiro Nakatsu. Was that not for Octopath? Look, why do I know that name then for Ichiro Nakatsu? Hang on. Oh, wait. What is this fucking thing here? Ichiro Nakatsu, known for Vagrant Story, Dragon Quest Heroes, The World Trees One, The Blight Below, and RoboCop from 1989. Though, honestly, I'm seeing some art of his, like, that was done for the games, and, like, yeah, I feel like it kind of mimics the Toriyama art style really well. And Naoki Ikushima is Octopath. Okay, my mistake. Man, with how much of an Octopath fan I am, you would think I would know that, but apparently not. Like, legit, I fucking love the Octopath games so much. They're so good. Your talking point. It's special. Okay, you were special attack. That's what it was. Okay, so we didn't have a special attack razor like anywhere in this like party.
何より大切なものを守るために昨夜もん力は満ちました
Bum bum.
緊張する私も強くなるよピーポー
We have this final team of people, by the way, like all their mega forms, right? We have Fox Woman, Plant Woman, Guy with Guns, Dog. That's like Dog Woman. For those moral routes, this is basically, you know, like soldier with mechanical armor, and then mechanical dog, who have combined into white shining paladin Nightman. Then we have Bird. If you think about it, a lot of the normal like mega evolutions of the main cast are kind of like all sort of humanoid like bipeds, aside from like, you know, the dog and the bird. And of course, obviously, like the shell mod, like the shell creature turning into this like little like water like fairy sprites. Because I mean, I guess with like Ryo and Shuji, we get like Bug, which becomes, you know, Sentai Bugman, and we get Rabbit, which becomes Large Rabbit. So at least there's a bit of a difference in variety at the end there. And here comes the big shot. Oof, we are overpowered, fuck. It only do 100 damage. Alright, let's Vegeta this. Oh, low, that did not go down all the way like I thought it was. Got damage gate. I have to wonder now, what happens if I like de-evolve from Omegamon / Omnimon? Does Garurumon, or rather Metal Garurumon, just go back to where he was? Whoa, what is happening? Yes, I have played Dragon Quest XI. I really liked it, actually. It was such a good game. It's been a few years since I played it, but I remember playing it like years ago, and I really, really enjoyed it. A bunch of like buff Kenzoku, huh? Nothing I can't deal with. It was a good game. It really was. Yeah, I really liked it. It was the first mainline Dragon Quest I ever actually finished. I do have mainline for like the mainlines I own. I have physicals. It's like I have 8 on the PS2, and I have 4 on the DS. I kind of wish like I had gotten like some of the other DS Dragon Quests, like because I got 4 DS like around like its release. I really wish I'd gotten some of the other ones then, because like man, I would have loved to have Dragon Quest V DS, because 5 is considered like one of the best Dragon Quest games, and I think it's also like really, really expensive. I'm very, very happy I do have DS4. I'm very happy about that. But I remember when I was young, I remember like looking at the game and playing, I'm like, wow, this sucks. And I'm like, no, you're just fucking stupid, because like you didn't appreciate sprite-based artwork. I'm gonna go back and beat that game though. I'm over here like as a kid, like, wow, like I got this bad video game. It's like, no, man, you're not like, it's not a bad video game. You're just, it's a good game. You just don't appreciate the sprite work yet. Dragon Quest Light Fair, Dragon Quest, nice. Like it's legit. Like I hear it's just such a really good Dragon Quest game. I do have access to 5. I'll say I don't own a physical copy of 5, but I may have a digital copy. Wink, wink. But you know, I want to play it at some point. Can't go wrong with the mobile ports. I assume you meant to say can't go wrong, since I learned the hard way. Once I can't go. Oh no, actually, let me read that whole thing. Can't go with the mobile ports, since I learned the hard way that you can't play Square's mobile games if your phone doesn't have service. What is that? Is that Denuvo? I think that is. Where you have to have like the online on at all times. So now that's what makes like having a Steam Deck for some games kind of rough. Like I heard a Steam Deck is really good to have, obviously, but I've also heard it's kind of rough when it comes to like games that need you to basically be online all the time, because it's like even with a Steam Deck you can't really play them because of that. He's all healed up again, so that's probably a problem. I don't think it's a Nuvo, because I can play other games on my phone if find there's no service. Maybe it is, I don't know. It's so hard to say, yeah. That's only 100 damage. Can I get a little closer? You're weak to what? You resist about 100 and everything. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what I hit you with. This is a stat booster. This can Seal and Confuse. I don't think you get Seal and Confused. That's just more damage. Oh yeah, no, nobody likes De Nouveau. Like straight up, no. I've never heard a single person who actually like De Nouveau. Some people actually look at De Nouveau in some games and think it's actually like they think it'll be like actually this kind of hurts the game more. Like people do genuinely think that, and they have good reason to think that. Talk to Angemon here, rather Marine Angemon. Say, you wanna be my sidekick? You be the Hera of Justice. I think I'm cut out for all that. 5's 3 parts work. Party talk and being able to recruit random encounter monsters make it really unique. Yeah, because I know 5 has like something like that, and 5 was also the one that got that like Netflix like. Well, actually, I don't think it was made for Netflix at first, but it is on Netflix. That like CG animated movie that basically is like a Dragon Quest V retelling. Though I've also heard people say it's not very good. I'm not sure why that fully is the case, to be perfectly honest with you. I've just heard it's just not a super good. My understanding is like it's like the ending of the movie is what people have an issue with. Okay, that kind of hurt a little bit. But I will say of the side games I did beat for Dragon Quest, I beat Rocket Slime and I beat Joker, Monsters Joker on the DS. Both DS Dragon Quest I beat, both pretty good. I 100%ed Rocket Slime actually because that game was just really fucking good. I love that game.
確かに強い。想定外だ。ここへ来てさらに力を増すとは。
I have not watched the CG movie, but as soon as it got announced, everyone called it Square Enix weirdness. Damn.
このままじゃ押し切られちゃう。だったら
姉さん、何を？
みゆき。
天に輝うあまたの星よ。
この歌はみゆきがいつも歌っていた。
いにしえよりの
He's trying to stay awake. He's a sleepy boy.
消えず見たもの同じこの世界歌まの子はない生きける
主が苦しんでいる。
The Square Enix would be Square Enix, so they would fan the waifu wars. My understanding is that there is like an original, like, actual wife character you can marry in like the DS version of 5. So it's like a new character there. Though I think the one people like the most, I want to say, is Bianca, who I think is like the blonde girl. I think like she's the most popular choice. That's my assumption because I've never played 5, so I don't really know for sure. But I think Bianca was popular enough to be in Fortune Street. Also talking over the fucking important moments here.
空間が歪んで、奴の体に異変が。空間の歪みが奴の動きを止めようというのか。
Warping the space is making us get text messages.
おいおい、誰だよ。こんな時にスマホ鳴らしてるやつは。
ミノルくんのポケットから聞こえる気がするけど。
あ、俺か。ごめん。母ちゃんから電話。嘘だろ。
私のも鳴ってる。私のもだ。ちょっと待って、文字化け全然してないんだけど。これ
I'm fighting my fucking life.
連絡取れるってこと？
どうなってんだ。なんで今さら。
Texas isn't all garbled? Not for anyone. Does that mean mine's working too?
母さん。
I have several missed calls from my mom, along with a bunch of texts.
こんなに心配してたんだ。
The original was Bianca, the blonde childhood friend, Nara/Flora, the blue rich girl, and the DS added the brunette, Deborah, the stuck-up rich sister of Flora, who does get character development. Gotcha.
一体何が起こっているんだ。
みんなどうしたの？スマホ？
姉さん、ダメだ。歌をやめては。
Keep singing. Don't stop.
みんな、今は戦いに集中して。
たくまさん、私が歌っているうちに。
わかった。残りの力をぶつける。
Can I just say, if I haven't... I think I've said it before, but like, dude, the fucking screams of the voice actor for the Masters is so good. Well, we've still taken quite a bit of damage. Who was taking the most damage? That was a better question. Actually, what's my lose condition? I can check that here. If everyone's annihilated, I might be okay. I don't think I expect this entire team to die. If the entire team somehow did die, that might be a failure on my part. Alright, halfway down. The attack might be up, but nothing I can't deal with. Okay, we might actually be getting a little bit of a scary spot here, not gonna lie. Who is my healer in this team again? It's not you. Hey, maybe we can start spreading to the side a little bit. You're the... You only heal one person. Okay. Still. Even still. I have a healer. That's the important thing. Even if he is only a single target healer, I have a healer. So let's spread them out a little bit. We recover every turn. Yeah, there were definitely a lot of RPGs at the Direct, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I get, like, for some people, they just do not like seeing a lot of RPGs, so it's like, I don't know, man. I guess that's on them if they don't like it, but, like, I don't know, man. It's like, I didn't mind it personally. That black fog was kind of cool. Ooh, oh, my fucking healer is frozen. God damn it. What could you two possibly do at this point? You've already become Omnimon.
まだいけるか。
もちろんだよ、タクマ。ありがとう、タクマ。僕 僕にもうやめろって言わないでくれて、僕を信頼してくれて、
アグモン、
僕は負けないよ。だってタクマの諦めない心が僕を奮い立たせてくれ
Have I seen all the Omnimon variants out there? I've seen a couple of them. I wouldn't be too surprised if like they somehow threw in a couple more in here.
他のみんなも同じだよ。ねえ、周りを、仲間を見てよ。みんなパートナーと心が通ってる。お互い信じ合ってるんだ。だから戦いをやめようだなんて誰も思ってない。
アグモン、そうだな。ここまで来たのもみんながいたからこそだ。仲間がいるから頑張れる。だから僕もまだまだ前しか見ないんだ。行くぞアグモン。
Pep talk, baby. There's like 7 of them. Okay, gotcha. Because it's like a tiny one they threw in, and like, was it? I think there's like a black one. There's like a tiny one. I'd have to look at like all the other ones. Did we just get a full heal out of that? I think we just did. It's very handy, but I'm gonna probably die from that. I'm gonna go to the side. Maybe he won't counterattack me from the side? Oh, Annex would be 8. Gotcha, okay. Because there was like a pre-order for like Cyber Sleuth, which the complete collection of Cyber Sleuth that has like all the little like tiny ones for like Omnimon, like a couple of the other ones in there.
せっかくみゆきが歌で動きを封じてるのに。
When I streamed the first Cyber Sleuth like years ago, I remember like I didn't use them. I remember like having them. I'd like to stream Hacker's Memory at some point, but I'm just like, I just don't know when, honestly. That's kind of just like a big maybe for me. I gotta be like in the right mood for that. Because Hacker's Memory is definitely a bit of a commitment kind of game. It's great. Cyber Sleuth for low data security protocol. Mm-hmm. God, Cyber Sleuth is such a good game. I do want to play them again. At least like this. I do want to play Hacker's Memory again. That's, I guess, what the stream will be for when I get around to that. Uh-oh.
Miyuki! やめろ！みゆきから離れろ！
He's so strong. He's just too powerful. Is there no way we can beat him after all? What? What are they doing here?
聞こえる声。人の声か。
People talking? How? What? Is the world? I mean, we could get text messages and phone calls.
なんか友達から回ってきたんだけどさ、これに映ってんのタクマじゃね？
なんだこれ。動画？
Video.
これ元の世界でピエモンと戦った時の。
ねえねえ、これ見て、すごいんだから。
Talking about to get canceled, don't know.
本物？信じられない。さすがに嘘だろ、こんなの。
動画にたくさんコメントが。
捏造だろこれって。どこのサイトで拾った画像だよ。最近のネットは野暮になったもんだ。嘘を楽しむ余裕もないとは。
That's why I hit the internet these days.
嘘じゃありません。私の友人が送ってくれたものです。
I never think of like the internet itself with like a capital I, but I guess it would be correct.
関係あるか知らないけど、俺も
We saw it in the bad ends. I say back in the bad ending, yeah, where Takuma was like, you know what, guys, good luck, I'm going home. And then the entire world ended because Takuma just decided to not go back and fight. I do like the bad ending, honestly. I think it's actually, like, pretty well done. Oh my god, natural light! Yo, thanks for the raid, Jacob. Appreciate that, dude. Hashtag Stunrod goes zap zap. Hope it was a good stream for you. We're just doing the Digimon Survive here currently. We're like currently in like, oh, thank you for that, Sagami. Appreciate that. We're currently kind of like in the end game portions here, so like probably won't do the countermeasures, but like, thank you for the raid though, dude. I really do appreciate it. I'll give you this though. Have yourself a free monkey. These are your countermeasures. Oh shit, it's a wife. Whoa.
Thanks.
I've never felt more in line with a primate in my life. And thank you for thank you for that raid, Jacob. Hope it was a good stream. Hope you had fun with Signalis. I've never played Signalis myself, but I've heard of it. I'm not admittedly sure what kind of game it is, to be perfectly honest, but I hope you had fun with it. We're just doing some Digimon Survive here. Currently trying to finish up the moral routes. We're about to end the final fight currently, so we should be wrapping up with this game here soon. So that's about what's going on. Right now we're kind of like the everyone's powering up moment of the game. Because, you know, the final boss is scary, but we can beat him. It's a survival horror like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Ah, okay. I'll admit, that is not what I thought that game was. I thought for some reason Signalis was more like a bullet hell for some reason, but I guess that's not right at all. Could you imagine it being a bullet hell, though? Be a very different game at that point. I was to say, do we not get conversation with the professor? Nope, we don't. Okay, they just power up on their own. All right, that's fine. Loading. Kind of looking a lot of it. How's the final route going? It's been going good, I'd say. We're kind of like close to wrapping up here. We kind of everyone in the team has had like a sort of like big power up moments. So now we're like getting close to being the final fight here. I say no counterattack from the side, so that's good. Unfortunately, because I've left a lot of people just in front of his line of fire, he's kind of done a lot of damage to the team. Like, some of my members are like in a really bad spot. Labramon. I got up to the last area, but when I looked up a general overview how much was left, there was a good amount left, so I decided to call and finish it either Sunday or Tuesday. Gotcha, okay. We're all going home together. All of us, except for Shuji and Ryo, who died, but we're all going home
頑
together.
張ってくれ。あともう少し。
そう、もう少し、あと少し。私たちの帰る場所は
Nothing of value was lost. I mean, I like Ryo. Shuji's kind of a dickhead, but at least he gets better in, like, you know, the actual truthful routes. It's so funny how I think, like, most people who have played this game just do not like Shuji. And to be fair, I can't blame them, considering he's kind of just, like, abusing his fucking partner the entire time. Interesting, they just got a free heal from that, huh? Can you heal, Minoru in that case? Proceed with caution. I got it already. I hate Shinji because he's refusing on the robots. What about the Shuji then? Ooh.
この勝利をあなたに捧げよう。
Hell yeah. Ultimate Enlightenment Slab. I think that was GG's question mark? And we got the victory, like, song and everything, so, like, maybe. Unless it's, like, another fight. No, that looks like a pretty dead, monster to me. Turns phase 2 has a phase 2.
光が舞っていく。あれはもしかして主に取り込まれた生贄の魂？
じゃあ、あの中に修二や龍馬。
終わったんだ。ね。
It's over.
そうだね。ごめん。僕、もう立っていられない。
Is it over? Not till the fish jumps. It's over.
奇遇だな。僕もだよ。ちょっと座ろうか。
おい、あれ見ろ。
White lights.
主のいたところに。
What's that white lights?
これは。
これこそ主の本体。
Ah,
生贄の魂が
that's what's left of him, huh?
しかし、それももう消えようとしている。
What happens when that fades?
そんな。じゃあ、まだ主は生きてる。
本当に平気なの？
けど、もう消えちまうんだろ？俺たちに害はないよな。
どうするの？
Say what do we even do with this?
ミュウ、警戒しておけ。あまり近づくんじゃないぞ。
待って、何か聞こえる。
本当だ。光の中から何か声がする。
消えもなし。消えもなし。
Even when he's a small white light, he's still trying.
これはあいつの声。
ただこの世を守りたもう願い抱くばかり。このままでは世は壊れるばかり。逃げが力で 守らなくては。それこそ世を守りうる方法、信じせし。
I don't know, man. Like, is it really the only way? Can't be. Thanks for the hydrate, though, Jake. Appreciate that.
この世界のために。
聞いた。私たちのために生贄を集めてたんだ。
I don't know about that one, though. It's the whole, like, I was doing it for you. You should believe me. I was never meant to hurt you. Like, I don't know about that one.
俺たちとこの世界のために。
But could he be right, though? Will this world truly die without his influence?
それはきっとすっごく大変だったんだと思う。僕たちの世界は主に助けられてきたんだ。それは良くないことだよ。
悪夢。
子供を生贄にしないといけない世界なんてもうとっくに壊れてしまってるんだ。
Why is that line actually really kind of like that line actually goes kind of hard? And it comes from Agumon of all things. I know it's not like the fucking Fire Emblem tweet, but like seriously though, that's actually a really good line. It deserves to be destroyed.
そんな世界なんていらない。
そうね。
そんな世界はいっそ滅びてしまえばいいんだ。
悪夢。僕たちは自分の世界に帰り
So
た
we
かっ
don't
た
need a
だけ。
world like this. Like,
僕たちの
there's
世界
people
を
who are
守りたか
looking
った
for
だ
their
けなんだ。
kids and never find them because they're just gone because of this guy. No more will parents have to worry about missing children.
この世界を消すなんて望んでいない。
たくま、ありがとう。僕らのせいでたくさんの子供が死んだのに、僕らのことを心配してくれて。
悪夢たちのせいじゃない。そんなはずないだろ。
でも誰かを犠牲にしないでこの世界を守る方法があるの？
わからない。だけど何か方法があるはずだ。共存できる方法がきっと何か。
たくまさん。
みゆき、教授、何か方法は？
そう言われても私だって同じ気持ちだけど、でも
いや、一つだけ方法があるかもしれん。
There's one way, really?
教授。
我々人間がこの世界と獣神に何らかの影響を及ぼすことは間違いない。でなければ今のこの状態はありえない。
確かに。戦ってる最中のこと覚えてるか？声がいっぱい聞こえて四角い光がたくさん。
あれって結局何だったのかしら。あれなんだか SNS みたいだった。
Messages on social media. So we're doing the fucking bit from the end of like our war game then? With like all the emails, but just in a different way?
SNS。
そう、それそれ SNS でバズったみたいな。
僕が一度向こうに帰った時にピエモンと戦ったところを誰かが撮影してて、それが拡散されていろんな人が反応してたんだ。
え、 じゃあマジでバズってたの？
どうやらこの場所は現実世界と異世界の狭間らしい。スマホに電波が届いたのもその影響だろう。そして何より重要なのはあの声や光だと私は考えている。
The internet, the equivalent to child sacrifices. Apparently.
？SNS みたいなのが？
これはあくまでも推測だが、この世界の維持に必要なのは生贄ではない。むしろ必要なのは生贄の儀式をすることによる畏敬の念。つまりは意識、人の意志、心だ。
Though, like, see what you're saying there, President Kappa. I think about, like, there's a lot of people nowadays who don't want to, like, give, like, their kids smartphones at, like, a young age. Because of the whole, like, there's very much, like, a... How do I describe it? It's definitely a bit of a different era for people where they kind of feel like now it's very easy for smartphones to be very much distractions for kids because they're used to the smartphones being just kind of like mindless entertainment with things like TikTok and things like that. So like I do get that. It's like it's very maybe it makes me sound like an old man, but like I think back when I was in school, like the most we had were things like Vine, and like when that shut down, we didn't really have anything like for short form content like that. I mean, we would still pay attention in school and stuff, but apparently it's just gotten like worse and worse for like a lot of schools because of the advent of like smartphones at younger ages, and with like services like TikTok and like YouTube Shorts and things like that. It's like you have people who just can't really consume longer forms of content anymore. I guess when I say content, I don't just mean like in the sense of like YouTube videos, but I mean just like longer forms of just entertainment, like, which is why it's such an anomaly for a movie like Oppenheimer to have done so well as it did, especially among like a younger crowd, because Oppenheimer's a 3.5 long movie, right? Or I think it was at least a 3-hour movie, and a lot of people like with a movie like that, you know, weren't like looking at their phones. It's like that's the kind of movie you would think like, if like a kid was bored during it, they would just be like scrolling on their phone or something like while it's going on, right? But it's like, no, like people would pay attention to it, which is great. If authentic souls of the damned are not an option, Amazon is fine. If you can't summon the fires of hell, summon the flames from the fires of hell itself, store-bought is fine. But I guess what I'm trying to say basically with that is just the whole like, people's attention spans are very different nowadays, and it's like very fascinating to see somebody who kind of like, I guess just barely missed that. Let's think about this place changed the world.
もともと世界というのは人間の意識で作られる。意識によって理想を求め、体現するために社会を作り、環境を構築する。そう。すべては人間の意識がなせるもの。だったら、この異世界を認知することこそ存在を維持するための第一歩なのだ。
The way to save this world is to make people aware of it.
はじめは私たち。
We have to spread the word of this world.
そしてこの世界の存在により多くの人々の意識を向けることができれば、きっと無論この仮説を検証する必要があるわけだよね。
人の意識、もしかしてあの声で主が弱ったのも？
おそらく無関係ではないだろう。卵となった主からは劇場が薄れていた。あれが本来の意志なのだろうな。人々の声によって、この世界を信じる意識によって荒ぶる気を鎮めたというふうに捉えられる。
荒ぶる気を鎮める？まるで神様への奉納みたい。
その通り、本来巫女とは 神と人々をつなぐもの。水瀬の歌もそういった効果があるんだろう。だが一人の歌より大勢の声を聞かせる方が訴えかける力は強そうに思わないかな。
ほへえ、なんか本当にできそうな気がしてきた。
つまりどういうこと？
俺たちの世界の奴らがこの世界のことを信じれば丸く収まるってことだとは思うが、正直口頭無形すぎて飲み込めね
でもさ、信じる気持ちが世界を救うってなんか良くない？ええ、とっても素敵だと思う。
It would be wonderful. Gotta get people to believe.
難しい話でよくわかんないや。たくまはできると思う？
僕は教授を信じるよ。僕たちの意志がアグモンたちの世界を救うんだ。だからアグモン、僕らの世界に一緒に来ないか？
え？僕もたくまの世界に？
Now for the true final boss, Tinkermon, Petermon, and Captain Hookmon.
おいおい、そんなのあり
I
な
mean,
の
there was
か？
like a pirate captain, like Digimon. I remember that one. I think from like, cause it was like I think a Digimon World 3. I think.
マジかよ。いいのかそれ。
そうすれば教授の発見が正しいかどうか見届けられるし、何より僕らはずっと一緒にいられるだろ。
たくまと一緒。ずっとたくまと一緒にいていいの？
もちろんだよ。今までだってそうだったろ。
Digimon World 3 Hookmon is the evolution of Monmon the monkey. Yeah, little monkey fella.
たくま。
そうよ、ラブラモンもみんなも一緒に行きましょう。葵、みんなで私たちの世界に行けばいいのよ。それでずっと一緒に暮らすの。
そうだぜ。それならもし教授の説が間違っててもお前らだけは。
行こうアグモン。
でもたくま、きっとそれはまだ早いよ。
早い？どうして？
どうしてもよくわかんないけど、まだ早い気がするんだ。
You think so, Agumon?
そんな。
私たちもみんなアグモンと同じ思いよ。今は一度お別れしなきゃいけないと思うの。ラブラモン？
No, my buddies.
ガブモン、お前もそうなのか？
まあな。なに、大丈夫さ。春が俺のこと見捨てたんじゃないって分かったからな。それにお前が何とかしてくれるんだろ？だったらすぐにまた会える。違うか？
ああ、もちろんだ。もちろんだとも。
アグモン、 僕らはここでお別れなのか?
You never abandoned me like how this game did in 2 of the routes. To be fair, Lunde, we kind of actually got us. We kind of never figured out what was going on until I played this route, right? Like, I figured out actually, like, because of this route, what happened in Wrathful and like Harmony because of the Puppetmon, right? Like, we found it like in the other routes, the Puppetmon were just chasing down Garurumon. And he was injured when he actually, like, managed to get to us, like, in this route. In the other routes, I think you can kind of infer that he was probably killed by the Puppetmon that were chasing him. So he never got back to us and was instead killed by them off screen. It's an assumption to make, of course, but I think it's a pretty likely one to have happened because of what we saw in this route.
教授の話は難しくてよくわからなかったけど、たくまたち人間が僕らのことを忘れない限り、この世界は滅びない。
Yeah, we'll never forget about you guys.
忘れなければ。また、だから僕たちは待ってるよ。いつまでも。
As long as it takes.
僕たちみんな信じてるから。
ああ、もちろん。約束だ。絶対に救ってみせる。この世界と君たちパートナーを。な、そうだろ、みんな。
そうよ。
ああ、そうだよな。当たり前だ。
そうだよね。もちろん。
みゆき、頼む。
You ready to go live your life in the new real world, Miyuki? Away from all this?
扉を開くわ。
Deep breaths.
さあ、行こう。
I'll leave the Digimon behind, but don't worry, guys. We'll be back for y'all.
Agumon.
I swear to this route's like, we forgot all about them. Oopsie. I'm gonna be like, all right. You know, this kind of is like the first series even more, because it's like they do have to kind of abandon them like at the ends. Also, yeah, we can't always come back. We do still have Miyuki. So what now?
あれからもう1年か。今日ね、またたくまさんたちがここに来るんだよ。去年と同じ課外キャンプなんですって。カイトさんたちとも会うんだって。
Oh, everyone meets up again. Yay.
もちろん、私たちも一緒にね。
I guess I wonder if like it's gonna be a little bit weird for Miyuki's sake, especially because it's like you kind of have to kind of reintroduce her into this world somehow. But maybe you could kind of get away with like, oh, like she's like the professor's like granddaughter or something, or like her daughter, like his daughter, when in reality she's his older sister.
また携帯見てる。
Yeah, it could be like a daughter, granddaughter, adopted daughter. And that's like the easiest way to like kind of like get past it. Time for Haru to make fake social documents for her. Oh boy. It's like they don't really have any connections. This would be a bit trickier to do because they're just normal people otherwise. In this information-rich age, that's kind of also it, yeah. You kind of have to make people believe in a world of monsters. It's like, imagine in this modern age, you're using Twitter to like, oh, the Digimon are so fucked actually, because it's like, you have to make people believe that like they're real, right? It's like, I have to be like, oh, this is just some AI-generated garbage. It's like, well, shit. Because that's what people will think about it nowadays. Sorry, Agumon.
その携帯普通より古いやつなんでしょ。みんなみたいなスマホにすればいいのに。
スマホだよ。
An intelligent phone. Aw, she's so cute.
あ、いいじゃないどっちでも。とにかく機種変とかいうのにすればいいのに。
Great. I need more of this. I need more of Miyuki just being absolutely just not understand this entire world.
わかったよ姉さん。
Miyuki hasn't caught up on all the changes in the past 50 years yet. It's so cute.
たくまくんたちが向こうで撮影した動画や写真をネットに拡散したんだ。
Ah, I see. Okay.
それにいつぞやのピエモンや異界への扉の目撃情報と相まって異世界とモンスターのことはすっかりネットの都市伝説として定着したらしい。
An urban legend. Yeah, just don't let this girl on Twitter, that's all. Then again, I don't think she's even old enough to make an account. I think you have to be like 13 to make an account. Though you should probably be 18 to make an account nowadays, considering the dumbass in charge's new policies, but whatever. Anyways. I miss when Elon taking over Twitter was more so just like, haha, we're gonna put the fucking like Italian Elon Musk. I shoot the pasta into space, Mamma Mia. Like that was funny, and that was actually funny. I miss when it was more funny like that. At this absolute unfortunate reality we live in. I've seen someone admit they were on that site since they were a year younger than the legal age. I mean, let's be real. People do that all the time with tons of websites. Like genuinely, like so many people out there will like lie about their age on websites just to get on it. Like spend your youth on the Bird app. For a lot of people, it's just because they see people at school doing it and they're like, oh, I want to do that too. Like, I didn't make a social media account until I was like at least in middle school, and that was just Facebook at first for me. I had a personal Twitter account, but that account's basically dead. I don't remember the password for that account, or like, I haven't also logged into that account in so many years. I'm pretty sure it's been deleted at this point.
人類の意識はその都度あの世界に向けられる。その爆発的なアクセスはおそらくあの世界にも変質をもたらしている。
There's also a conversation to be had about how there's not any kid space on the net anymore since social media swallowed them up. Yeah, like you don't have like all like it's like that, like the death of Flash. Because like you had like all these sites that just you don't really have like kid spaces anymore. The kid spaces are now just, hey, just go to YouTube, you know? It's just not the same. Like you don't have like Flash game websites anymore. You don't have places for kids to just go. Like, I remember like fucking like cool math games, right? Like those were like that was cool, man. Like I miss that. Newgrounds worked hard to effectively keep Flash alive on their site. Yeah, I do appreciate that part about them. Yeah. Lack of education, plus respect for boundaries. Not to mention how COVID and other factors made it hard to socialize IRL. Yeah. It's just rough, dude. Oh my fucking god. Come on, of course. Hang on. No, we're going back in this dialogue. What the fuck's the dialogue button? Think more about that world. Digital data will be the new form of belief that sustains it, and it may be referred to the digital world. I fucking hate this game.
ジタルワールドか。うん。あの世界に名前はなかったから。
So,
それもいいんじゃないかしら。
I guess in a way, it's kind of like the birth of the digital world, even though it's not really a digital world. It's more so just... It's like more of like another dimension, like a spirited away yokai sort of world, but because of its existence online, it's more so being referred to as like the digital world. I guess that's how they tied that part in. It's like how, like, at least in like the truthful routes, they go for like they go for actually using the name Digimon.
人間の意識と信仰が次元空間を超越する可能性について
in unison, this truly was the digital monster survive.
そのメカニズムは未だに私でも解き明かせない。
This game is 75% off. Is it all talking? Do you ever fight? What's combat like? Okay, so this game is like, it's a lot of, so basically it's like a traditional sort of like visual novel for a lot of the gameplay. I would argue it's about like a good like 80 to 85% visual novel. However, when you are in gameplay, it is a strategy RPG, right? So think like your Final Fantasy, it's kind of more like Final Fantasy Tactics in its RPG elements. You can customize your characters with different effects here. So you get like the different passives, the different attacks. They can evolve and gain new things for like each like level. You get different equipment you can earn throughout the game. You get status booster items too. You can use them like on your main characters or like the random like monsters you recruit. There's also a morality system which affects your different like routes, because we're currently doing so I'll go for my main character here, Takuma. Yeah, so like that's 69 moral, nice. That's this game, huge Digimon fan, was hoping it was more of a Pokemon style. Yeah, that's not this kind of game, sadly. This is more so like if you want like more of a visual novel game, that's kind of more what this game is. It's like 80% visual novel, 20% strategy RPG. Yeah, unfortunately, if you want more so a Pokemon style, I might recommend Digimon World Dusk and Dawn of the DS. That might be more what you're looking for, is what it sounds like. I would recommend looking into those, actually. I played a little bit of Digimon World Dusk, but I never finished it. I thought it was kind of fun, though, from what I played of it. So, I would recommend those, for sure, Shackle. Hope you are doing good, though, by the way, and welcome to the stream. I will say, by the way, I find it really funny that I ended up with 69 moral. That was not even on purpose, that just happened.
それはおそらく姉さんの歌がどうして2つの世界をつなぐのかにも関係しているんだろう。
I'll say this though, if you do want to like grab this game, feel free to give it a shot. You might like it, you never know. Though if it's not up your alley, I definitely understand that.
興味深いよ。もっとも学会では相変わらず変人扱いだけどね。
変人っていうところは合っているかも。
それもそうか。私が思うに土地神としての獣神だった異界のもののけたちはやがてネットの世界を行き交うデジタルな存在へと変化していくだろう。
Yeah, huh? Uh-huh.
デジタルなもののけ。
Hey, yeah, you know, just I'm waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for them to say Digimon. I'm just waiting for it.
ガブモンたちはデジタルワールドのモンスターということになるね。
This is the digital world.
デジタルなモンスター。略してデジモンとでも呼ばれるかもね。
Just like, God fucking damn it. Well, I guess this route also uses the name Digimon. Okay, I'll give this for the moral routes. They did use both the digital world and Digimon, right? I'll give them at least that.
デジモンっていい響きだと思う。本当にそうなるかも。
Maybe it'll catch on. Fuck off. You guys want to like stroke your egos even more, why don't you? I love this actually. I'm not upset. I actually kind of love this dialogue. It's corny, but it's a good corny. I'm 100% positive the Mora route was the one I took the first time I played this game. Hell yeah. I think there's only like 4 routes, like Moral, Wrathful, Harmony, and Truthful. So, realistically speaking, it would have had to have been like one of the routes you did eventually. Focus on things that are fun. I do appreciate this, again, the Moral route was the Professor and Miyuki routes. I do like that a lot about it. It's like what? Moral, Professor, Miyuki, Truthful, Rio, and Shuji, Wrathful, Aoi and Saki, and Harmony, Kaito and Miyu.
ほら、携帯をしまって。歩きながら見るのはダメだって聞いたわ。
わかったよ、姉さん。行こ
う。I say no distracted walking now.
ねえ、きっとまたレナモンやガブモンにも会えるよね。
ああ、きっと会えるさ。異世界が変質し、ネットの世界に拡散したことで、彼らの世界はこの世界と近しい存在へと変わったはずだ。再び何かのきっかけで扉が開く日も遠くないはずだ。
Everyone!
ハル見て、みんな来てるわ。あそこで手を振ってくれてる。
Why is Takuma the only one with like kind of a more unique like art here? Everyone else is just kind of using recycled portraits. It's okay though. This game doesn't have a high budget. Gotta forgive it for things like that. Main character privilege, absolutely. My friends. And that's it. It's finally over. 16 streams in New Game Plus. And God, how many streams of like the original playthrough? That was close to like, I want to say like, hang on, let me see how many streams it actually was. Because it was 16 streams here with New Game Plus. And then the original playthrough, where I actually finally beat the game properly, that was, I'll look it up here. $15. That was 15 streams plus 16. So that was 31 streams of Digimon Survive. Oh my god. That's it. That's every single route cleared. Man. Oh god, it's finally over. I enjoyed my time with this game though, I'll say. Let me see how many hours this actually was. Hang on a second. Almost 200 hours. Granted. 10 of those hours were probably on my own time. And a lot of those hours were also spent off stream. Due to like grinding and stuff. But still, that's probably a good like 120 plus hours on stream, I want to say. What's up here with Monkey? Sure thing. Yeah, here is your Monkey. Theme song. Get that theme song. I'm so tired of this theme song. I like it, but I'm so tired of it. In your opinion, what's your least favorite ending of the game? Haven't played them all now? I'll be honest, truthful. I'm gonna be completely real. I think the route itself is good. I'm not crazy about the ending, because I feel like you get to the ending and it's just like, here's the effects of what your cast did, but you don't really see your cast, right? And maybe that's like a little bit like superficial to say, but I don't know. Like, I just wanted to see like more of my cast at the end, especially with the fact that like I rescued all of them, you know? I do wish this game had more moments where characters could die if made the wrong choice outside of the plots. Yeah, because it's all plot and route based. It's not really like, it's not based off anything else. I think if they just went for like the one route, but that had those choices like that, like throughout the game, it's like, oh, if like your character's affinity was not this high at this point in the game, they would die here, right? Or like this is another point where your character does not have this affinity high, they would die here, but they would survive this other point. It's like, I kind of wish they would do that. Like, you know, like, that's kind of what I was hoping this game would have been. But it's fine that it wasn't, obviously, because again, this game had a lot of development hell. So I get completely why that was not the case. If I had to pick my favorite, like, route overall, favorite routes, it might, maybe this is just because it was the one I did first, but I really liked Harmony a lot. Harmony was just really, really good. The ending is fine, but I think the overall route's really good. I like Truthful's, like, additions and, like, the Sovereigns and, like, the true, like, thing with Haruchika, the Master. Wrathful, I really like just how fucking far out the deep end, like, Aoi goes. It's kind of the same thing with, like, Kaito and Harmony. But I appreciate that Moral was just kind of a... Moral kind of feels like what I wanted Truthful to be, right? Where it's like everyone's happy and things are good, you know? Takuma decided to go fishing. His friends never saw him again after that day. Game over. Ending fish. God, I fucking love that Nier Automata ending. It's so good. Let me think though. I think my favorite like ending bits, like after like the stuff with like the digital world is over, it's probably the Wrathful ending where like Takuma and crew, like it's like Digimon or like it's like people are like persecuted if they have Digimon, and Takuma, it's like those who are left with like Takuma, Minoru, Kaito and Miyu become these like freedom fighters to kind of help the oppressed. Like I actually really like that, and it's like you seeing that almost like you want to like kind of see that as its own series, you know. But I also just kind of like I like stories like that where it's like rising up against like the oppressors, right? Like those always are really interesting stories, I find. Mentioned before my favorite characters, which are again like Saki was still my favorite character overall. I just really like her a lot. I like how she's always like looking on like the bright side of things, always trying to make others happy, even though she's like suffering on the inside and like slowly dying. She like wants to make sure that no matter what, people will like her, and like she always hopes that no matter people will remember her fondly, because she doesn't really know how much time she has left, and she wants to make sure that she leaves good memories with people. Kaito I like a lot. What kind of the only thing about Kaito I'm not really a little bit crazy about, and what makes me almost want to lower him a bit, is his whole like syscon thing. But aside from that, I think Kaito's just a really good character. I like him. He's just a really good person. He cares a lot about people. He's very overly protective of his sister because of like what we find out, like how his sister was like stalked basically by some guy, and like he like took that out violently against this guy. But he has violent tendencies, sure, but despite that, he still wants to be like a good person to his friends, and like he kind of is that good like big brother character, like to everybody. Then I think next I would have said Rio. Rio, I just like how kind of a smarmy ass he can kind of be, but in a good way. When we see like him like in Truthful getting to really be himself, and like after accepting his Digimon with a Kunamon, I think was the name. It's been a bit, I apologize. But I don't know, just like everyone in this cast was really good. The gameplay is real solid. I like the karma system. I like the whole like, it's like the morality system is neat, and it's interesting how you kind of use it to like kind of pick your route basically. He also punched out Shuji with a plus in my book. He did punch Shuji, that is true. Villains, I guess I could talk about. Piedmon, by all intents and purposes, is this game's main villain, aside from the Master. And I think Piedmon's really good. Like, you find out, of course, it's like, well, you have Arakenimon at first, but it's like, it turns out, oh, she's just kind of working for Piedmon, who was working for the Master. And I think, like, both Piedmon and... I think Piedmon does a really good job at being this, like, just this great villain character. I still think my least favorite chapter in the game, there's two. It's like, my absolute least favorite is probably the amusement park. I'm just not I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the amusement park. I don't know, man, just like, that part's a little bit rough, especially with like the Three Stooges running around, which doesn't make things any easier. And then also like the chapter like after Shuji's death slash when you save Shuji, but like Lopmon is still like had that darkness around him, and everyone's like, "Yo, can we really trust our friends? Like, these like creatures around us." I don't know. I get why it's there because it's like it's meant to kind of plant that seed of doubt in everybody, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that chapter either. Overall, the game is like a probably pretty solid like 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I'm glad to have done all the endings, and I'm glad to have like shown them all for you guys too. What else have I not mentioned yet? Soundtrack. I'll be real. The soundtrack is kind of just okay. Like, when I think about this game, I don't really think about any like songs I want to like add to my own playlist. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really any songs in this game I would think of that I would like want to like personally add to a playlist. The soundtrack is definitely one of its weak parts for me, unfortunately. But that's okay. Also, yeah, I would agree with it. The chapter is just not as like the chapter afterwards, like after like the sewers. It really doesn't hit the same if Shuji is still alive, because then it just feels even more kind of like it's like it feels more tacked on of the whole like distrusting the partners, but I get why it still has to be there regardless. I guess for the combat and gameplay, the gameplay of like at least like the actual like combat, I like it. I think it's cool. Part of me kind of wants a full-scale strategy RPG Digimon game, like kind of focusing more on that over like the visual novel aspects. But I still like kind of like the taste of a strategy RPG that we got here. So I kind of hope for like a full game of that someday. But even still, having like that bit here with the mostly visual novel gameplay, I think was really good. Is there anything else I have not mentioned yet? So I talked about characters, stories, soundtrack, gameplay. I guess that kind of ties to the story, like with like the writing, but kind of again like character writing and like story writing kind of tied into that already. Environments. I guess environments I could think about. I like the different settings we go across throughout the game. Like the Master's World is a really interesting idea. I also appreciate the while I'm not like crazy about the chapter itself, I do like the amusement park setting. And I like just this whole island that these like. Oh, I guess I could just skip this too. Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot good here, I'd say. Quit game. I will save. Save it here. If Rio's affinity was higher, maybe everyone could have survived. If only his affinity was higher, right? Do I even have like anything like from Rio still alive anywhere? Actually, do I have that? 11, 17, 23. I wonder if any of these files was like from my New Game Plus playthrough, perhaps. Let's see this one. I'm just curious now. I kind of doubt this one, but I still want to check. Let's see. I don't think so, based off that. Oh man, this is fucking Harmony, yeah, because I just realized who's in the party. This is the Harmony playthrough, okay. Now let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling I don't actually have a file with the truthful ending title screen. Part 12, Master's World, 825. Again, I think that was from my Harmony playthrough. Prologue Forest area, Prologue Forest, April 4th. But again, that's Prologue, Part 8 Shrine, 5/22/24. That was probably right before this, yeah. I may not actually have a save screen for the star, but that's okay. Well, if it's Prologue, actually, hang on a second. But if it's Prologue, I'm gonna have everybody. Not gonna be able to have an ending screen with all the characters on screen, but that's okay. Regardless though, guys, I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. Just because we already been going for almost 3 hours, so I'm like, I can call it here, it's okay. So, again, this might change a little bit, but for right now, Crash 4's finale tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be on Monday. Otherwise, expect some Metroid Prime Remastered throughout next week. Otherwise, some Blood at the Clock Tower at Miles on Thursday. That's pretty much the schedule. After stream stuff, Discord. If you have not joined the Discord, definitely consider doing so. I always love seeing new folks and faces in there. Truthful Victory Laptop. No, I'll be real. I'm never streaming this game again. Not saying I don't want to, but this game's such a fucking, like... I've shown off everything. I don't have a reason to ever stream this game again. I'll be real. I'm just like, I'm good. I know someone mentioned the special like battles, like the Mugen Recollections, but I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm sorry. I'm ready to move on. You don't have to worry about this game again. Thank you for the hydrate as well. Get that in a moment. There's the socials there. My Twitter, my Blue Sky. If you want to get stream updates, you can check those out. Same with my Discord. Thanks for the hydrate. Blue Sky. You'll check that out. You can see some VGM stuff I tend to post each day on there. Also, the Throne account. If you want to help support me in another way, you can do so from that. I know with Metroid Prime, which I'll be doing that next week, that was a Throne game I got, actually. So I'll be doing that then, kind of like the last sort of like promise I have from like any sort of like obligations, whether it was like Subathon or like Throne. That's about all that's left is just Metroid Prime. So I figure to kind of clear things up / like free myself from like any sort of like worries and stuff like with that, I would do that. So that'll be happening. What about the 569th playthrough where you save Pikachu and fight the Blue Eyes White Dragon? I'm sorry to say, I don't think that's actually worth doing. Also, you could have just said 420th 69th playthrough. It's okay, maybe it was too easy. No, you still got the 69, that's the important thing. Oh, God. Okay. Who's streaming? I'm tired of this main theme. I'm gonna uninstall this game when I'm done here. Yeah, who is actually going right now? Let's see. You are. I haven't gotten to raid either of them recently. Let me see where they're at. Ooh, baby. Fuck yeah. Okay, you know what? I know who we're raiding. Alright, so I'm gonna give some preface here. Some spoilers for Final Fantasy X. But my buddy Twy, I'm seeing he's at the end of the game fighting a really fucking good boss fight with a really good song. I'm like, ooh, yeah. So I'm gonna go right into that. Just giving, again, those preface about endgame spoilers for Final Fantasy X. What is it, though? Raid message. We had something earlier. Hang on, let me scroll back up a little bit, because something made me laugh. What was it? They said the thing again. Maybe that's what it was. Thanks for streaming. Congrats on being done with Digimon Survive streams. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad to be done with it. So, guys, thank you again for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks for all the watching, all the lurking as well. That also is very, like, very nice. I do appreciate that too. Yeah, we'll do the hashtag They Said the Thing again. And like I mentioned, we're gonna go raid Twy because he's doing Final Fantasy X. Near the end game, he's doing a boss fight with a really kick-ass boss theme. So yeah, we'll go right into that. Again, guys, thank you for being here. I really appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all later. As I go and go chill for a bit, maybe go work on that async I just started up with some people. Regardless, I'll see you guys later, and y'all have yourselves a good night. Bye. And also, Digimon Survive, thanks for being yourself. And, glad to have finally beaten all of you. Anyways, later, guys.